Good afternoon, family and friends. Before Jim and Toula arrive for today's ceremony, they have asked me to please request from you all to turn off all mobile phones and recording devices until after the official ceremony. Official photos and recording will be made available a couple of weeks after the ceremony. Thank you. Set, go. Good afternoon once again, family and friends, and welcome to this beautiful venue at Melbourne Botanical Gardens. And hasn't Melbourne put on a glorious day for us all today? We have come together today to join in and witness today's ceremony for Jim and Toula. Can I please ask you all to stand as Jim and Toula arrive? Thank you, everyone. Please take your seats. Family and friends of Jim and Toula, many thanks for being here today. My name is Anthony Bennett. I am an authorised marriage celebrant. It is my great privilege to introduce Jim's sister, Nikita, today, who will act as interpreter for Toula during today's ceremony. Who presents Toula to be married today?
Jim. Yeah.
Thank you, Jim. And who, could you interpret this for me, who presents Jim to be married today?
Who presents Jim to be married today? He does.
Thank you. Today is a celebration of love reborn. 50 years ago, Jim, or Dimitri as he was known then, and Toula enjoyed all the excitement and companionship as young sweethearts in their home village in Greece. Circumstances beyond anyone's control meant that Jim's family migrated to Australia in the search for greater opportunity, and that's where Jim and Toula thought that their story as a couple came to an end. Toula went on to meet and marry her husband Angelo and have two children, Eleni and Nikos, who have made the long journey from Greece to be with us today. Welcome. Jim too met his Sandra and also had two children, Nicholas and Olivia, who, with their children, are also with us today. Sadly, Toula lost her beloved Angelo in a terrible accident a few years ago. It was, at this point, a few years after the accident, that modern-day relationship management system, Facebook, intervened, and Jim and Toula reconnected, and they soon discovered that their bond and their common interests were still there after all these years. Now, with the benefit of life, we're here today to see destiny fulfilled and Jim and Toula taking the next steps to spend the remainder of their lives together. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Do you, Jim, present yourself here today to be joined in marriage with Toula, promising to be faithful and honest with her as long as you both may live?
I do.
And do you, Toula, present yourself here today to be joined in marriage with Jim, promising to be faithful and honest with him as long as you both may live? Jim, please repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present.
I call upon the persons here present
to witness that I, James Stephen Peters, take thee for Toula Christakos to be my lawful wedded wife. Toula, please repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Toula Christakos, take thee, James Stephen Peters, to be my lawful wedded husband. Thank you. John, could you please bring the wedding rings forward? The exchange of wedding rings is a symbol of a couple's commitment to one another and a sign of eternal love. I will now ask Jim and Toula to exchange rings. It is now my absolute honour and privilege to announce that Jim and Toula are officially husband and wife. You may kiss your partner. I would like to call upon Jim and Toula and their witnesses, John, Nikita, to please come up to the front to sign the marriage certificates. Okay, Toula, Jim, we are going to sign the certificate of marriage. We do two of those. One is for my records, one is for the birth deaths and marriages. And then we also sign the very important certificate of marriage. So Toula, can I get you to sign here, please? Just here. Thank you. And Jim. Okay, and Nikita, just under Toula's there. And thank you. I'll just do that one more time here. Just sign as well. Right. Toula, just there. Jim. Nikita. John, thank you. And then finally, we have the certificate of marriage. So we have the signature of the parties to the marriage, which is you two, just there and there, please. And Nikita, just above the word witness there. And John as well, please. Thank you very, very much. And that concludes the signing of the documents. Ready? Family and friends, on behalf of Jim and Toula, many thanks for being here today to share this special day with them. I would like to especially acknowledge once again Toula's children, Eleni and Nikos, for being here with Toula today, and John and Nikita as well. Whilst I have everyone's attention, Jim and Toula will be stealing away into the gardens for a short while to have some official photos taken. In the meantime, please enjoy The Nightingale of the Emperor by Greek tenor Christos Stassinopoulos. One of the great privileges and joys as a marriage celebrant is witnessing the circle of life that allows love to re-emerge for two people, despite the many setbacks that life can deliver. Jim and Toula's reconnection from across the globe is one such example, and I'm sure you join me in wishing them a very long and happy marriage together. To everyone here today, it is my real pleasure to introduce Jim and Toula, best friends and husband and wife. This now concludes the official ceremony, and Jim and Toula will now join you all to celebrate and enjoy the remainder of the day together. Thank you everyone for attending.